reports. I'm going to move over here because my slides are behind me and they mark. Maybe people in the back monitors, that would be fantastic. Okay. And then the last thing is email responses in the client's voice. One of the things that generative AI can do for you is you can take an email response that you're going to send to your client and then tell it, hey, do you make it sound like a corporate executive at a big, a oil company who's had 35 years experience? Can you revise this email so it sounds like that? So that makes a difference. The third opportunity is really where the real benefit of AI is, and that's to adopt these tools to do totally new things. What do I mean by that? Different inputs and different outputs. So imagine if your client comes to you and they want you to help them do a deal, buy another company. Generative AI, if you think about it, can really help you. Normally, maybe the general counsel came to you with this, they would give you one or two past examples because they wouldn't want to pay for you by the hour or deal. But instead, maybe they'd say, you know what, we're going to give you the last 15 years of deals we've done, and then you come back to us, and instead of just giving them the thing you would normally give them, you're going to give them more. You're going to come back to them and you're going to give them patterns. Hey, we spotted patterns over the last 15 years, and when you do it this way, you actually make more money. And you're going to give them maybe a playbook. Here's what you can do for the future. So it's not a one and done. It's added value that you're creating for your client using generative AI. Now, so another example, if you're a finance or infrastructure, AI-powered financial health dashboards, that would be a value add that you could give. Or product liability, interactive risk assessment tools for product safety, or insurance, customized policy analysis tools. This is the future. This is going to be so much more fun too to provide these kinds of things, and not just when you're reviewing contracts that you actually enter the corporate world. So there's a lot of change out there. Tons of change. Globalization, increased regulation. There are no solely legal problems anymore, which means lawyers have to work with other people to contribute to the solutions that are very, very complex for today. And the question is, what does that mean for lawyers? What does it mean for all of you who are lawyers? Well, over the past 7 years, I've interviewed over almost 300 general counsels, law firm partners, heads of innovation, and their clients. And I purposely, if you look at this chart, try to interview as much outside the United States as inside the United States. Because, of course, the legal profession varies by culture and by country. And in addition to this research, which has informed giving me lots of information about what's happening and helping me understand where the future is going, through my nonprofit Wildlife Walls and my consultancy, I've led over 230 multidisciplinary teams on a 4-month innovation journey. And on those teams are students, business professionals, and lawyers, and we tackle complex challenges related to business, law, and technology. And in doing that, I've learned a lot about what innovations are already occurring, what changes are happening, and what needs to be fixed or what problems need to be solved. And the one thing I'd say is, I'm sure all of you have heard that lawyers need to innovate. And I would say that based on my interviews and my other work, that the call to innovate, yes, we need to innovate. But it's more than that. It's a call for service transformation in disguise. It's a call for us to actually behave differently with our clients. So the focus now, when you have generative AI tools, just think about it. That person in your class that scored lower than you, be the most successful, at least in my view. So as I said, everybody was going to sell that experience, making those experiences. And so my mantra as a professor that I would convince every single one of you, all law students, and all senior lawyers, even if they're making a lot of money, their business model's not broken, I want to convince them to at least try to own the DNA of the innovator. Understanding how innovators approach problem solving, which is very different than innovators. And that's why I first look legal people, which is why I work. And second, reader legal, and my third one. That's my calling, to convince everybody to think a little bit differently about what it means to be a lawyer, and think more about it as skills from the innovator. So in the past 10 years, I've created what's called the Professional Skills Delta. Now you'll see it's a triangle, which is a delta, which means change. It can also mean big, gaping hole. And you notice